Hi everyone, it's Michelle. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to focus on something we can't record on camera or we can't see in the golf swing, which is the weight distribution. The weight distribution or the weight shift in the golf swing is super important because it does affect your impact, your accuracy, and your distance. I'm going to try to make it as simple as possible, although it does involve a lot of numbers, so you can practice on the driving range on how it feels, and hopefully you can take it out on a golf course without thinking about it. Okay, I'm now going to start with the numbers. First of all, we're going to talk about setup. So as setup, I would prefer for us to have 55% of our weight on the lead side, 45% on the right side. Okay. On the takeaway, it's going to be about 60% on the right side, 40% on the left side. When the left arm is parallel to the ground, we're going to have about 80% on the right side, 20% on the left side. At the top of the backswing, we will have 50% on both sides. Okay, weight is somewhat going to be equal because this is where we start the downswing. Technically, the downswing starts at the top of the backswing, before we get to the top of the backswing. At the start of the downswing, the weight will start shifting towards the left side, and I would say we have about 70% on the left, 30% on the right. And we get to impact position is about 80% on the left, 20% on the right, and at the finish, 95% on the left, 5% on the right. Okay, that was a lot of numbers, right? So let's take the numbers away and get into feel. All right, so how are we gonna feel? How are we gonna feel the weight shift in the golf swing? Again, at setup, as I mentioned earlier, I prefer the weight to be 55% and 45%. In order to get to that position, make sure your stance is about shoulder width. This is my 8-iron. So I'm going to start rocking back and forth, side to side, and try to get to equal on both sides, 50%, 50%. Okay? At this position, I would like for you to push your hip towards the target. So you're going to feel a little bit more weight on the left side. That will give you about 55% and 45%. Make sure you don't shift with the upper body. Don't move your head towards the target, just the hip. Okay, the head stays centered. All right. So at this position, it'll give you about 55% on the left side, 45% on the right. On the takeaway, where the club is parallel to the ground, you're going to feel more weight on the inner right thigh. Okay, if you're practicing on the range, you're going to feel some weight in the inner right thigh, and then when you get the left arm parallel to the ground, you're going to feel more weight on the right side, and it's going to be more towards your heel because you're starting to turn. The right hip is going back a little bit, so you're going to feel more weight towards the right heel. And then when you get to the top of the backswing, it's somewhat equal. On the start of downswing, you're going to feel a lot of weight moving towards your left side. You're going to feel like it's going to move towards your left foot. And then at impact position, you're going to start feeling your right foot is going to roll, and then there's more pressure on the right toe and more pressure towards the left heel, where your left toe is going to start coming off the ground a little bit because your left hip is going backwards. So weight shifting towards the left side. At impact, you're going to feel the pressure on your right toe and your left heel, and then at follow through, 95% of the weight is going to be on the left side with the right heel all off the ground. Okay. At the start of the downswing, you're going to feel a lot of weight moving towards the left side, where you feel more weight into your left foot and less weight on the right foot, and then you would feel like the right foot is coming off the ground, and you feel some pressure going towards the right toe and the left heel when the left hip is turning back. Okay, so at impact, it's a lot more weight, 80% on the left side, left toe is off the ground, right heel is off the ground, pressure on the right toe and the left heel, and at the finish, you're going to feel all the weight on the left side, mostly on the left heel, and your right foot is off the ground. Okay, the bottom of your right foot is off the ground. Now we're going to move on talking how we're going to work on the weight shift. There's not much drills to work on for the setup and the takeaway. As I mentioned earlier, the setup, you just got to rock back and forth just to feel the weight and try to get it about 55% on the left side and 45% on the right. And then for the backswing, just got to make sure you don't sway on the way back. Some people tend to think that, oh, I need to get the weight on the right side, then they start swaying and then causing this reverse pivot and then an outside-in downswing, then outside-in downswing. So just got to make sure you're going to feel like you're rotating. Make sure you turn your right hip back. You're going to feel the weight in the inner right thigh, okay? Just got to make sure you do a little bit of rotation exercise just to get a feel of how the weight is distributed on the backswing. Now, I'm going to show you a few drills to work on the downswing because it happens in such a split second. I see a lot of people coming over the top because they do not know how to start a downswing, what is the sequence. So I see a lot of people start spinning their feet like that, or coming over the top, or casting, starting downswing with the arms and the hands. That will cause a lot of inconsistency. Okay. The first drill I would like to talk about is, I would like for you to start with about 95% of your weight on the left foot, okay, and keep the weight on your left foot. Okay, this is to kind of educate your body to understand how it feels when all your weight is on the left side. So this will be where your finish, where your follow through weight distribution will be. So 95% weight on the back, on the left foot. Take a half swing and swing it through. Okay, just hit about three-quarter swing with the weight on the left side. Again, 95% weight on the left side, three-quarter swing through. Okay, when you finish, you're gonna feel almost 100% of your weight is on the left side. Okay, the second drill is what I call the step drill. The step drill is where I want you to put your both feet together. Take your swing again to about three-quarter, where your left arm is parallel to the ground, and then take one step and swing through. Okay, again, feet together, three-quarter, take a step, swing through. Right, so this is how it's going to look like. So take your normal stance, then bring your left foot towards your right foot, take your back swing, take a step, swing through. Right, that will be the step drill. Or there's another drill that you can work on as well, is what we call the step forward. Okay, so what I would like for you to do over here is, again, get the left arm parallel to the ground, or it could be a bit longer, that's fine. Swing it through. When you finish your swing, just going to make sure you take a step forward. Okay, that gives you a feel of, that kind of tells your body from the top of the backswing, I need to start shifting the weight towards the left side, because you know that you need to step forward. So you're going to start moving your weight towards the left side. Make sure you don't step on the downswing. Only after you finish, then you take a step forward. All right? And then the last one is to get a feel of where your weight is at the finish of the golf swing. So at the finish, I'd like for you to just tap your right toe like this. If you can tap your right toe, that means most of your weight is on your left side. If you lift your right toe and start falling back, that means your weight is not fully shift to the left side. Okay? Again, so you're just going to do this. Backswing, finish, just tap. Alright guys, those are the drills that I have for you. Weight shift is supposed to happen naturally in the golf swing if you know how to rotate and swing well. A lot of people come in with a good swing but not a solid impact. If you think that you're swinging on plane, everything looks good, but you're just not hitting it solid, try to pay attention a little bit to your weight shift. Okay, it does come and go, especially when you're on the golf course, you get a bit tense, you start using your arms to hit the ball, the weight shift. It will definitely affect your weight shift, and it starts affecting your golf swing and golf game. So you're just going to make sure, if you do want to practice on it, just practice it on a driving range, try to get it back, it comes and goes, don't be too worried about it, and enjoy, okay? Hope you guys like this video. If you guys do, give me a like, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video.